Okay, apologizes to everybody out there who's been listening. I don't know if the audio for the rest of the crew has been up there right now, but just do a quick recap. We have now begun engaging with a Spector that we ended up fighting, or we ended up seeing when we ended last week. And Thomag has burst into the room, has faced off with the Spector, but has not physically engaged yet. Ty has now snuck into the room and is deciding whether or not to take action against this Spector in here. To sort of give you a quick recap, for those who've been wondering for the last 15 minutes why that maybe you can only hear me and not everybody else, or why you can't hear anybody. So that's why. So reset, yay!
Wasted all those good jokes.
I know, we had all the jokes and all that mascot material before I ripped the mask off.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, Ama, you had a question?
Yes, I did have a question, which is those two objects in the room are pillars?
Those are pillars, yes.
All right, so I need to get close enough that I can be in eyesight of the Spector. Is it tangible in any way, shape, or form?
Gonna have to find out.
I mean, if you're standing like right here, we can mythically say you're standing right here. That would give you the angle to take a shot, and then you could go back to this corner that you're standing in right now as your hiding spot, which I'm assuming that's what you're going to want to do at the end of your turn.
Probably, yeah. No, I'm definitely plotting that out. So yeah, I don't think this is going to work, but let's see it as more of an experiment and go ahead and shoot at it using my crossbow.
Okay.
And that's just
straight attack. Your bonuses would be on damage for the sneak attack.
20.
20 does hit.
Excellent. So 1d6 plus 3.
Wait, you do have advantage though, or no?
I've got a bonus because it's a weapon. Oh, I didn't even think about the engaged aspect of that. That only affects.
It's just whether or not you can do the sneak attack.
I don't think this will be a sneak attack, will it?
This counts as a sneak attack because it's engaged with another creature.
I'm engaged.
But you were not hidden, per se.
Okay. It does count as a sneak attack, though.
Yeah.
Because that is an extra 3d6 of damage.
I believe as long as the enemy is distracted, so engaged with somebody or you're hidden, you get sneak attack.
Okay, 19 points of damage.
Good God.
Okay,
Thanks, Ama.
Dead.
Good job, Ty. Good job.
Again.
Adventures in babysitting.
You nail it, like sort of dead center of its face, and you can see the face sort of just split, and you're just, you shoot, you twirl the hand crossbow, put it back in its holster. You don't even you just turn around that you're not even paying attention anymore to walk away, and then you hear.
Great.
Super duper.
Just didn't seem to take as much damage as it should have.
Oh, cool. No.
Cool. He's gonna bow to Aranel and then go hide.
Fair.
Oh no! Wow, that was not what I wanted to roll at all. Sorry. That was not the right dice.
That's not the right dice for your hide. Yeah, it's a D20.
23.
That's much better. Poof! Into the dark. So that then will bring Aranel up next.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
Ghost.
This seems like a good choice.
Yeah, I feel like magic's probably the thing that's gonna work most. Let's see, that's a D20 plus 3? Come on, dice. What's going on? Seriously.
Oh,
shit.
Come on.
Sorry,
So I mentioned
Thomag?
when you're in the room that there are two
The room's
pillars
cursed.
and a chest
There's a chest?
in the middle between the two pillars.
Where the ghoul is?
Well, your Spector's sort of floating in the
No,
air.
Spector. Regina
Your
Spector.
Eldritch Blast, Regina Spector's floating in the middle. Your Eldritch Blast hits the chest on a reflective surface, bounces off, almost hits Ty, but Ty lights up the area Ty's in. So Ty is now exposed.
And really upset that the chest was hit.
So yeah, you
don't-
I could have hit
Whatever.
Thomag.
actually go ahead and roll damage.
What?
On the chest? Or me? Or Ty?
Just roll
Do it
damage.
anyway.
Just roll damage.
1d10. Sorry. I don't know why, but my brain's just not working right now. Really? Today is the day you decide to roll high. 9.
There's a good chunk out of the corner of that chest.
No, it's fine. Now you can just reach in. It's fine. Shouldn't you be more concerned about the fact that everyone can see you?
Yes, that too.
And you were almost hit by the blast.
That too.
So now it will be the Spector's turn. Regina Spector takes a breath in, and as she takes the breath in, you can start seeing these ethereal forming around the head of Thomag,
Uh-oh.
and these ethereal pieces starting to move towards Thomag.
They formed around his head?
Around us, these ethereal forms are forming around his head
No.
and are moving towards her open face
Oh no.
as she is inhaling.
Oh, I have that spell.
Is that what I think it is?
That
Madness.
is a 22 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah? Yeah.
You take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Cool. I only take 5 because I'm raging and I'm a bear totem person.
Necrotic? Oh yeah, it's only you're saving against everything except mind.
I have
Make
resistance to everything except psychic.
make a Constitution saving throw.
So it is 10 on the dot, or I have to make a con save and then it is something.
You make a con save, and I'll tell you whether or not you what the consequences are. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Non-copyright music. Dun dun.
Bum, bum. Hold on. Yeah. Con save, right? Oh, come on!
Okay.
I don't think this is fair. I want to go back to my real dice.
I see.
Two in a row.
I'm right though. These things roll low.
But they don't, though, because, Amma got a 20.
You've
That's true. Yeah.
you feel this. Not only are you hurt, you feel this weakness in your body. Your hit points are reduced by your total hit points are all now reduced by 5 points until your next long rest.
5?
Yeah, you can't go back up.
Okay.
So your total hit points now are 5 less than they normally would be.
I would
Your next
say
long
that
rest.
it's aggressive.
I mean, yes.
I'm not listening to you guys anymore about what I can hit and what I can't.
Okay, the problem is, eventually you're going to hit something that you probably shouldn't.
Meh.
Pretty sure this might already count as such situation.
We don't know.
I didn't hit any.
That's true. He didn't touch it. It just got uppity.
You touched it first.
Your mom touched it. Wait.
He's not here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, never mind.
So, Thomag, it is now your turn.
Well, I'm raging, so I'm going to swing at it with the maul.
Okay.
Is it a Maul of Doom?
Not yet. Too many people, but maybe not this one.
Guys, I'll be right back. I need to go powder my nose.
Okay. Better.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. And I am reading.
Rawr. Rawr.
That was a very charged raw.
Oh, yes. The most aggressive. Was like a snagglepuss roar. Exit stage left. And your maul's just a regular maul, right?
Yeah.
No magic?
Not currently. I didn't take Shillelagh this round.
Once again, you see it, you give it a good smack against the head that should take off a shoulder at least. And Regina's able to shake it off.
No.
It's just not doing as much damage as you think it should. So now we are back at the top of the round. Ty, who's fully exposed.
But I am still engaged.
And seething.
Not happy. I mean, I'm not a spellcaster, so I got one thing that I do, and I try to do it well. So
Do it aggressively.
let's do it. I got to roll. I'm gonna try and take another shot. Do I still get an advantage at least because
he's engaged. You'll
Okay.
still get that
sneak attack?
sneak attack. Yeah,
15.
that hits.
Excellent. All right. Thank you, Thomag, for this, because that is a good advantage to have. 14 points of damage.
Once again, from like your years of experience and skill, you know that thing's down. That thing is down, dead, done. But still, sort of just is hovering. It's bad. It is definitely badly hurt now, but you guys are trying to figure out how in the world it's still standing on its feet.
Good question. Well, for now, I'm not going to ponder too hard, and I think Ty's going to hide.
Poof.
Excellent.
That's mine.
Okay, yeah, so sneak attack, let's just clarify all these things. Begin at first level. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 to one creature you have.
Yeah, it changes every level. It's combat advantage, and I think
combat that you have advantage with, but you don't need advantage if the enemy's within 5 foot of an ally.
It's only advantage?
No, normally for sneak attack, you would have to be in a position of advantage, like a...
like hidden or flanking or something like that.
Right. Which is why the hidden counts, because hidden would give you an advantage on a shot, because you're in a hidden position.
Okay.
So where would you be standing right now, by the way?
I would have, well, I mean, I found the hiding spot behind the pillar out of sight. However, Ty would probably pop out, take the shot, and then hide again.
Okay.
Yeah, fifth level, you just get that third D6. Man, that is nasty. Rogues are nasty.
Whoa, P, just saying.
I think we're really lovely people, honestly.
They're nasty in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Aranel's turn. Mascot is growling.
What I miss?
Ty once again did a perfect shot. Should have put it down. It's still standing, but it's very weak.
Mascot also didn't get a go last round, did he?
Well, Mascot now goes under Aranel, so she can either choose to have Mascot attack as her attack, or Mascot can be put in a position to do a reaction. So it's more of a supplementary weapon. Now is the way to sort of think of Mascot.
He's not a party member anymore.
He is a tool. He's an extension of Aranel at this point on the battlefield.
I liked him better when he was his own man. Is it my turn?
It's your turn now.
The ghoul is still standing?
The ghoul is still standing, and from what you've been seeing, the other two have been like looking flummoxed about the damage they've been doing. That Eldritch Blast will never hit, never mind.
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
You don't know how it would have done on the creature.
I can guess because I'm a creature of magic myself. Anyway. Eldritch Blast 19!
Yeah.
Pew pew. Hits. Pew pew.
Watch, I'll roll like a 1. Does my modifier go against damage, or it just goes for the rolls, right?
It should be on the chart. It should tell you what your modifier for damage is on that other column. Like in your damage column, it should include your modifier for...
It just says 1d10.
Okay, so you don't quite have a modifier for that. You probably need to get your warlocks. Are they charisma casters or intel casters?
I do, however, have a total of 2 beams. Do I need to roll for each beam, or do I just roll once?
Well, no, each beam would have a hit. So, no, you're saying you aimed at one target, so it's a single hit. You hit it. But no, you would roll it twice because it's 2 targets, 2 beams. So
roll damage twice.
Roll damage twice.
Alright, there's the first beam. And there's the second. Ooh, yeah, 15.
Ooh.
Yay, I hit something! Huzzah!
Woo-hoo. Fuchsia. Teal. Go.
It's like a magical girl moment.
It is, because the entire room lights up as if this was a temporal creature, not temporal creature. If this creature had flesh, it would be all over the room, because you see it hit in the center of
Corporal.
Corporal, yes. Of Regina Spector, and this loud, almost aria, sort of high note, a very high aria note, hits it. Then all of a sudden, there's this explosion of light. It is just teal and fuchsia over the entire room. You all just have to hold yourself like this, except Aranel, because she's like, yeah, I did that.
Right. Finally hit something. See how awesome I am when I actually hit things?
And with that, just as quickly, the room is dark.
What did I miss?
Is there still a piece missing of the chest?
Oh, yeah.
That was a real thing that happened.
That was a real thing that happened.
That was a real thing that happened. Yes.
I don't know if it was just flavor text or not.
Hey, you're just lucky we didn't. I forgot about the second beam because we could have put that damage on it.
Is the Spector gone?
Yeah, there is nothing left.
Were you not here for my most spectacular moment?
That
Did you
Spector
actually leave?
My
One time I fucking hit something.
The Spector was down to 1 hit point.
Oh, well, all right.
And surprise, surprise, the magical, the power of magic had a little extra oomph than you guys did.
All right, I look over and I ask, does somebody else want to use their real lockpick or should I use mine? And I heft my hammer.
So
you can just reach in. There's a hole in the chest now.
So to remind you, the air in this room is alive, dancing with some unseen energy. 2 thick pillars extend floor to ceiling hum. Between them sits an iron chest, which now has its corner on one edge, blasted away.
Can I investigate?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Whoosh, whoosh.
Okay, you look around it, and
can I
you're pretty,
fit my
you're
hand
pretty
in
sure,
the hole?
You're pretty sure it's not trapped.
Can I fit my hand in the hole?
Sure.
Like, would I be able to? Is it a big enough hole to do that?
You might be able to try to get a finger in there. If you want to try to do that.
Is it locked? Does it look locked?
Oh yeah, it's locked.
Is there a lock on the outside that I might be able to break my hammer?
Yeah, you might be able to break it with it. I mean, it's definitely by the damage it's done, it looks like this chest can take damage.
I am going to, if no one is going to stop me, I'm going to go ahead and try to knock the top off with my ball. I take a big backswing and then look at everybody. All right, I'm going, and then I go ahead and swing at it.
Oh yeah, Ty's gonna back up to maybe the doorway while this is happening.
I gave you multiple chances to stop me.
No, it's cool. I don't have any other way of getting the chest open, so.
Should I just roll an attack, or do I do it?
A strength check. You just need to do a strength check. You just need to do a strength check. A regular strength check. Strength check, yeah.
That's a saving throw. Strength is.
You bring down with a mighty blow, and you just knock off the lock, the mechanism on the outside of the lock. It all falls down. Now I need to make you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been funny otherwise.
Saving throw. Not as good.
From both pillars, that humming that when you come from tree, you now have 2 bolts of lightning, one from each side, coming right at you.
What's that? Uh-oh.
For 6 points of lightning damage.
Is that pre-reduced, or that is the?
That's the net damage. So you're still under rage?
I guess so, unless I am not. Your call.
You were still in combat. You immediately did this because you don't stop for anything, apparently. You just do things. So that would be 3 points of damage, and you're very charged right now. So your tiny little hairs on your tattoos are all standing on end.
see me
yeah.
twitching. Just...
Yeah, you got a little twitch going on right now.
Wait. So Ty steps in
Don't
with a concerned look and asks if the chest is open.
Of course.
The chest is open.
What's in it?
The humming
Is
is
it
still
empty?
the humming is still occurring.
I think you should go find
Oh.
out, Ty. Why don't you reach in there?
I think
Somebody else
Ty,
can try this one.
I think Ty is gonna risk it. If it's open and he can see what's inside,
All right, back up.
should I investigate again?
I cast Mage Hand.
Ty, what are you doing?
If he just saw Mage Hand go in there, definitely gonna hold off. But is there an opportunity to investigate the contents and then back away again?
You can certainly try.
If you
All
don't
right.
touch it, you should maybe be okay. Because technically, Thomag touched it.
I mean, at this point,
Louise. Just investigating the contents for right now.
yeah, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
I backed up.
Thomag's like, I'm over here.
Okay, it would be half, but you can use uncanny dodge, right?
I actually don't know if I have uncanny dodge yet.
Yeah,
I
you're
think that's
fifth
at
level.
6.
I thought it was a 5th level.
Let me double check, but I think it's 6. Because it wasn't an option for me.
Suck. Ouch.
It says that it's at the 5th level, but why did I not see it? Where would it be under? A feature?
Yes.
Oh, hi. Hi. Yeah, uncanny dodge.
Did you find it?
Yeah. Ooh, I found all these other things. Ooh.
You just find out how cool your character is?
Oh no, you guys can't touch me. Yay.
You haven't technically tried either. Because you're our friend.
Exactly.
Okay, no, you still take half damage.
Okay.
It's at 7th level when you get evasion. You would just passing a saving throw would just mean you get nothing. You take no damage.
Okay.
It's kind of cool, though.
And even if you fail, you only take half damage. Rogues are cool. But so in this, then you take 3 points of lightning damage. Yeah, those pillars are humming.
Okie dokie. Then yeah, seeing the mage hand, Ty's gonna back up and out again of the room.
I mean, it's possible this could suck, but
My headset just crapped out on me.
How much damage can your mage hand take?
I don't know.
I think it only has like 1 hit point.
It lasts for 1 minute. It's an at will. Can't lift more than 10 pounds. I don't think it takes damage. Floating hand appears and you choose at a point you choose within range. The hand lasts for the duration until you dismiss it. Hand vanishes if it's more than 30 feet away. Or if you cast the spell again, you can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open a door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents of a vial. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it. The hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. So I guess it just vanishes or doesn't take damage
Okay.
at all?
I think it does take... I want to say it takes, can take damage. Because basically, anytime something gets close to this thing, you see electrical energy coming from the pillars.
Well, I mean, I'm not taking the damage.
Right, but I mean, this is going to make it more difficult, if not impossible, for you to even use Mage Hand to get anything out of there. So you're going to have to,
No,
deal with.
because it's an at-will spell. So I can cast it as many times as I need to. So if I can get the one Mage Hand to lift it and flip it, I can get another Mage Hand to cast under it to hold it, and then I can just like hot potato it out of whatever range.
Yeah, but you don't even know what you're trying to grab.
That's true.
No one's gotten close enough to actually be able to see in there. Everyone's getting electrocuted before then.
Yeah, I'm not walking over there to do that. I also have Unseen Servant, but that is a ritual. And that does have...
He definitely has hit points.
That's the one that has 1 hit point.
Yeah.
But I'd much rather use Mage Hands because it doesn't cost me anything.
Let me check. So, while we're doing this, does anyone else have any ideas? So right now if you get too close to it, you get electrocuted. And it seems to be the electricity's coming from the pillars.
I guess you could knock the pillars over.
Yeah, I guess we could attack the pillars, but I don't know if anything physical would do the damage necessary.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh! I'm stupid. I'm going to look... Well, if the Mage Hand thing doesn't work, I'll go look at the pillars.
I was going to say, why not? Do you have like a dispel or something like that?
I do not, but I can read it and maybe figure out how it's working and maybe figure something out.
Cool. I'm just going to keep guard right by this door.
Wait, you're outside the room.
There's somebody in the doorway, isn't there?
That's me.
All right. From this one random forum post, because I'm not going to take up too much time searching this, it would seem to be that mechanically Mage Hand can't take damage because it doesn't have any hit points assigned to it and doesn't have an armor class assigned to it, like Bigsby's Hands or some of the other sort of manifestations.
So this spell just got a lot cooler.
But you still have the problem that you can't see what you're reaching for.
Do I need to see it?
Can she? Oh, can they bring the whole chest?
It's only an issue
iron chest.
Yeah, so that's over 10 pounds.
And it's going to be you're limited to 10 pounds.
Yeah, so no.
Wait, and I didn't get anything out of my investigation, did I? Because Ty went to peek in the chest when he got hit.
Okay, yeah. So you. You didn't get a great look at it. You saw maybe 1 or 2 scrolls and what looks like a piece of skin.
Yeah, so we'll just pull things out one at a time, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I guess Ty will describe what contents he saw were, although
it was very limited. The whole trying to dodge lightning sort of made it a little more difficult to see what was going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
But could this also be like if Sarah rolls high enough, can be one of those like grabbing from the driver's seat kind of thing where you're just blindly rummage around?
Well, no. I already have a mechanic in place for that challenge. Okay. So Aranel is going to make sleight of hand checks at disadvantage.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah. And for this challenge...
Okay, it's only my dex. That's not terrible.
This challenge, you're only going to get 5 tries.
Okay, what's my disadvantage? Oh, I have to roll twice and take the lowest number?
So roll twice and take the lowest number.
Okay.
Your sleight of hands.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Does it factor in the little number on the side here where it says bonus? Does that factor in the proficiency bonus that I get for my magical item?
It would be D20 plus whatever that little number is.
Okay.
That number, it might be, the only number might be your proficiency bonus. You might not, if you're not proficient in it, it's going to be that, like, +2 or whatever.
That's fair. Okay.
Oh, why didn't I take Mage Hand?
It's
Cool.
not necessary.
Well,
it's
first
not
time I've
necess-
ever used it. So the first try was a 5.
You just come up with a big nothing. It just comes up empty.
Are we playing a crane game here?
You're
Kinda,
playing
yeah.
a blind crane game.
Excellent.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna guess that didn't work.
That one
How
didn't
did the
work
roll
either.
go?
I know, that was a nice one.
All right. What did I miss? Sorry.
We're playing crane game with the contents of the chest with Mage Hand.
Oh,
I just suck at this game.
another miss.
Hey!
Should we try?
That's
Have
a
we
12?
tried to get rid of?
Okay.
Untrap
Not
You've
yet.
now pulled up a bag which has a little jingle to it. It's actually a very sizable bag. It looks to be sort of limiting the amount that near the limit of the carrying limit over there, but it's a leather pouch with a jingle.
I'm gonna set that over by me.
Okay.
Ty's
Away
hands.
from Ty.
Ty's hands are.
You know what? No,
Held
I'm gonna set it beside Wolfie, beside mascot. Okay, so that was roll 3, wasn't it? God, I don't know. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Let's go with roll 3. So this is roll 4 now.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh man!
All right, here we go. Last roll. Okay.
19 was the top for that.
It reaches in there. It's struggling for a little bit. You're not quite sure if it might have gotten stuck or caught up. Then it reaches up, and you see this tome. It's about
Oh.
18 inches long, about 4 inches thick. It is covered in a dried humanoid skin.
Does it have a face?
Does it try to bite?
Does
How
it
many?
try to bite us?
How many faces?
How many faces? Oh dear.
I don't know. I'm asking. I would like to look at it and assess the number of faces.
Roll sanity.
Oh.
Wrong game.
That's not a thing.
Sanity. I
Roll.
believe you.
We
Wrong
didn't switch.
game.
We didn't switch mechanics. We didn't get there yet. All right. So does anybody remember what we were supposed to do with it once we got it?
Leave.
Yeah,
You're
no.
assuming
back
this is
to-
it.
Well, does somebody want to open it or light it on fire?
Well, I mean, I'd like to at least examine it, because if it's not the book of whatever, it's probably a spell book.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to examine this disgusting item that I am now fascinated with.
I mean, this is essentially what they described the phylactery was supposed to be.
Oh, yeah,
right?
no, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
It's
There-
probably the phylactery, yeah.
There are a lot of spells in here. Things like,
Ooh.
for quick glance, you see Altered Self, you see Hold Monster, you see Tensor's Floating Disc, you see Vampiric Touch. You'd have to spend a good half hour, maybe an hour, to really, really get a good feel for it. But this is a and some nice, good different levels of spells, high power spells. This is a wizard's spell book. A powerful wizard's spell book.
Is there any... Is that what the phylactery is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The phylactery was told you would be the
Vehicle.
Liches spell book.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be like a book that had like screaming pages because each one is a different soul kind of thing, or what.
Well, it should only be one.
And the human skin might also be a telltale.
So this is possibly the thing that we've come for.
Yes.
It's probably the thing we came for.
I would recommend, since now that we have this thing, getting out of here is going to be a bit tricky. I think we should give it to our heaviest hitter for now.
I thought the plan was to give it to Ty, so Ty could like get out quickly.
I guess so.
Wait, wasn't Dude supposed to teleport us?
You have to go outside to meet him.
Get to him?
You have to get to him.
Yeah. So we can just walk back out, really. Or do we want to try these rooms?
I like that you think it's going to be that easy.
Mm-hmm. Here's a question.
Yes.
He wants to go back to the blood fountain.
This is the only way in and out, correct?
That's this one door from
what
we can tell.
You know you can get back the way you came. You don't know anything about any of the way to going forward.
All right, and our job was to get the book, get out, so they can blackmail.
So that you can be teleported to the main battle, and then something else is supposed to happen.
Okay, let's. Do you folks want to do this, or?
Yeah, I mean, let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
Ty's gonna hold out his hand and be like, "You gonna trust me with that thing, or?"
Well, it's not like you can do anything with it.
Well, you're fast, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the point. Is you're supposed to get it out of here, right?
All right.
I understand that, but should I be leaving you guys behind?
No, not necessarily. You hold on to it.
Okay.
We will. I'll run block, and then if I get held up holding something off, then you make a run for it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are you going to go back the way you came?
Unless there seems to be another door out. I mean, we've already addressed most of the dangers on the way in, so.
Ty might also go for that bag of jingly stuff real quickly.
The one that Mascot is guarding?
Yeah.
Mascot's guarding it. We're going to take it with us.
Exactly. Mascot's not going to take it with him.
You'd be surprised.
So are you holding for the party, or are you taking your cut now?
Yes, I'm holding it for the party.
I would like to make a perception check to see if Ty is trying to take a cut.
Do I need to roll sleight of hand?
Against a wolf?
Yes. If you're trying to... you're going to have to roll a sleight of hand against a perception check. And I would say it would be a full perception check with... Does Mascot get an advantage on any of his perception checks?
He gets keen hearing and smell.
I would say, but they both apply here.
Well, I mean, okay.
I mean, he's not. Ty's not trying to steal it. He's just going for it so that
he's going for it without asking for it. Mascot was ordered to guard this. So it's a sleight of hand versus Mascot with his keen senses.
I love that you're going for it. Okay, so it's a perception check. And he has advantage, which means he gets 2.
2, yes.
Okie dokie. Ooh. Well, he rolled a 19 on one of those. Who wins in tie? Oh, look! His perception is just as high as your sleight of hand. That's funny.
What's your dexterity?
My dexterity?
Yeah.
+7.
Shit's making my nose itch.
What's Yeah, what's the number?
16.
What's Mascot's dexterity?
Mascot's dex is a 15.
Ty wins.
Okay.
It's a tiebreaker. You normally go by the dexterity.
A tiebreaker.
You only added 6 to that also. Shouldn't it be 7?
Why?
No. That was the +6 was for sleight of hand check, so that's my sleight of hand modifier. I didn't add a dex modifier to my sleight of hand.
It's different than
like a dex. Okay.
faster than your wolf.
All right, so nobody knows that Ty has the bag now, correct?
Yeah, that means you outwitted, barely outwitted mascot.
I mean, people. I think he'd know that people would have seen where that was deposited. I think I don't think it was necessarily going to steal it. I think he was just going to pick it up because he's carrying everything else.
All right. I'm fine with this. I'm going to start walking out.
Mascot gives you the stink eye. Ty. Mascot is suspicious, and Mascot is suspicious of you.
Does it? Ty doesn't care. Does it feel like coin, or does it feel like something else?
It feels like coin.
Okay, just going in the pocket.
This
Is
one,
there?
This
Does
one
also
I do
with-
not trust.
Does the book? Can it be something that can be put on my person, or does it have to be carried? And do I lose the use of one hand?
It's about like I said, it's about 18 inches long and about 4 inches thick. This is a tome.
Okay. So I'd have would the hand crossbow still be accessible?
It's a book that weighs about 10 pounds.
Okay. Is that going to slow me down?
It's definitely going to have to tuck it under her arm. If you're all going out together, you might as well have the beast of burden carry it.
Does he have a two-handed weapon?
I do, but I believe I have a backpack, so...
Will it fit in the backpack?
Yeah, I could fit in a backpack.
All right.
I think I got some rope in there anyway, so I could just strap it to my back in some manner.
So you're still hearing the noise of combat going on upstairs.
That's good.
All right, so we're going. I am going. I have the book. I have put it in my bag. I am walking out.
Are we going out the way we came?
That's where I'm headed. Unless somebody stops me, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to go that way. We know where it is.
Okay. Do we want to explore everything else, or are we just running?
We're just out.
Are we 100% sure that we have what we came here for?
Yeah, 100% is, I mean...
This sure is a book with spells and human skin on it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel comfortable that this is what we came here for.
You can always ask when you get outside.
It's true, we can always come back in if we need to.
True.
We're the worst adventurers.
What just happened?
Whoa.
The tabs don't work properly. I don't like this thing.
What happened?
Ignore everything you're seeing.
What is this?
I'm trying to move you guys. None of these things matter right now.
We're batting them down.
All right,
Oh, that
so
looks
this is
fun.
us. We have gotten back to...
Did you draw this one
somebody.
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, this is the original one. That's right.
Here, I'll put you on the same page that the rest of what everybody else is looking at. All right. So, as you exit the cave,
We're standing on it.
Oh.
Is my
Calibrax.
icon? Right.
Yes, these are your icons. You can see them in better detail here.
I was going to say, I think he has a mustache. Sorry. Got real close to the camera. So just don't mind that. Anyway, Calibrax.
As you exit the cave, Calibrax is waiting for you on the shore, scroll unfurled. Stand still! This will only take a moment! He barks before
Wait.
uttering
Is this-
an
Is
incantation.
this the right one?
In a
I pulled up the
flash
book.
of
Is this the
blue
right one?
light, you are in a flash of blue light, you are
Too
teleported
late.
to a circle of ruins on a forest floor. You're now surrounded by forest. Dark pine trees with enormous spider webs block out the sky. Injured
attack
and
the
dead
darkness.
harpers are laid on stretchers, and the remains of skeletons and zombies and demons and constructs and more litter the ground. Before you is the monolith tower of black stone, that Zaladra calls home. The smell of burning flesh and ring of steel emanate from this place of horror. "Stay here!" calls the voice of Ramala Haventree. The elf stands behind you. Her left leg crisp with burnt flesh, and her right arm limp and bleeding. She screams at the tower. "Zaladra, it is done. We have your spellbook." An instant later, there is a terrible crack. Appearing before you is a woman with a face that is half beautiful, half skull. Despite her raged breath and multiple fresh wounds, the Duchess of Rot is still clearly a force to be reckoned with. She points a finger at Ramala and lifts her high in the air and drops the elf back to the ground unconscious. The Lich then turns to you. "I'll take that back," she says.
I make a bonfire.
With a weak but defiant voice.
I create a bonfire and hold the book over it.
Roll initiative.
This
We have to do things. Yeah, we're at least going to do things in an initiative order. Everybody got frozen on me.
We're here. Man, I am not doing great.
I tell you, these dice. This This algorithm. I say with a 19.
Was I able to create that bonfire?
Oh, hold on, we'll have to get to that.
I said it before initiative. I'm just asking.
You were yelling before initiative. You were yelling while I was reading all the dramatic prose.
Well, yeah, I wanted to do it before she stacks us.
Did you not hear me doing inflections and doing accents and bringing a little gravitas to it?
I did hear this. However, I was more concerned with the fact that the Lich killed our strong ally, and I have the blackmail object in possession.
You don't quite know it's dead. They're dead. You just know that they may be unconscious.
Well, they're not in the fight, is the point I'm trying to make.
I'm just thinking, like, the whole point was to blackmail her into talking. I feel like this is not working.
Wait, also, I thought if we had the book that we had control over the Lich.
Oh no, we just pissed her off.
Yeah,
But wasn't that the reason they wanted the book though?
They were going to use it to try to blackmail.
They're going to blackmail her into talking.
Okay.
Right, she's just very upset and angry, and I'm just doing initiative order because that way we can keep a little bit of control on who's doing what when. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be doing any combat. I just want to make sure that we talk about things like, I'm lighting this on fire and I want to say this, that we have a sort of an order in which we go in.
Okay.
For that. So that's why we're doing that, is to keep things sort of somewhat orderly.
No order. Chaos is the only way.
I was going to say, why are we doing things orderly now?
I mean, to be fair, I think the order kind of makes sense in terms of reactionary speed as well too.
Ama,
yeah?
Quit being an adult. Stop it.
No, not to dig on Thomag, but I mean,
dig on Thomag.
How
all
quickly, do we all make this realization that shit's going down?
I think once Ramala is unconscious, I think that's exactly what I would do.
Okay. For the sake of this, I'll let you take this sort of open.
Oh, are we frozen?
What was everyone else's?
Mine was a 22.
Our stream is frozen, by the way.
Oh.
Mine's a 19. It's still moving for me.
Yeah, it's still moving for me too.
Yeah, I had to reset everybody, but
Hold on.
I made it. I refreshed it.
Maybe
This
my
nose
computer's-
paint is driving my nose nuts.
That was my problem last week. That's why I didn't put any face paint on.
Onesie. I now have 2 costumes: pirate, skeleton.
Okay.
Technically 3, I suppose, if I wanted to be a pirate skeleton. But that's.
You're like a little kid who couldn't make up their mind. I want to be a pirate skeleton
So-
ghost ninja.
I will
Why
let
not?
Thomag. I will let you do that immediate move since you had possession of the book.
Okay.
Throw the
Yeah.
bonfire down and make a threat, which means roll an intimidation check.
Ooh.
Roll intimidation.
Roll intimidation.
I'm really getting super
I tell you,
mediocre
man.
rolls now.
She just looks at you and is like, you insect. Look around you. It is all death. That is all that you have to look forward to. It is not I who must cry for mercy from you, but it is you who should be crying mercy from me.
So Ma just starts laughing and goes, I don't care either way, but if I die, you're coming with me.
Will that,
And I lower the book a little bit towards the fire.
will that kill them?
Okay, so
know.
now we're going to go... So if we go into initiative order, Ty, you're up first. And you know that the point of this was to talk to the Lich and to get information.
What kind of information?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
You
was-
need-
no,
it's
About the death curse.
The death curse.
All right, I think can Ty enter into a parlay with the Lich?
It's your move now, so you can sort of step up. Thomag is sort of holding the book up in a threatening position above his bonfire. You can come up on either side and do what you wish to do. You can try to parlay.
Yeah, I think Ty, given that this is his kind of area of expertise, so to speak, would kind of walk up, place a hand on Thomag and be like, this is a bit dramatic. We both have things the other person wants. Why don't we have a conversation?
I'm amicable.
Roll a persuasion check.
Whew, good Lord.
What was it?
Whew, it was an 8, but it was originally 3. I have a +5 persuasion.
Ouch.
Do I have additional charm that I can use? Let me see. No. Oh, my charisma score goes up. I have a +3. What's going on?
We're waiting on you.
All
I
right.
think.
So I was just seeing if you had anything else, but all right. Another ant. It seems the more I squash, the more they come out of the ground. You would join this one in the hells.
Cool, so she's not in a negotiating mood. Maybe we should just burn it.
Mm?
All right.
Hand gets a little lower towards the fire.
Let's see. What's everyone's passive insight?
Passive insight?
Yes.
11.
Where's my insight?
It's your wisdom modifier plus 10.
10.
No wisdom modifier. Mine is 11.
Rub it in.
Do I have the highest wisdom?
Ty, what's
Dear
your
God.
what's your wisdom insight modifier?
Oh, I'm sorry. My passive wisdom insight is 14. Look, it's already here.
Never mind.
Okay, well this comes up perfect. Aranel, these two have spoken and not been able to persuade the Lich of anything. You, by sort of sitting back for a moment, notice that while the Lich is sort of very blusterous, she is in terrible shape. She has taken many wounds and looks like she's barely standing on her feet. It's questionable whether she has any spells left at this point. She is just using intimidation and bluster, and there may be nothing left at this point. And you can also tell through your insight that while each time she sort of blusters, especially when the book was over the fire, there was a look of little desperation in her eyes.
I'm going to use Awakened Mind, which lets me telepathically speak to any creature I can see within 30 feet. I assume she understands at least one language because we've been having conversation.
Okay.
And I'm going to say to her mind, we both know you can't follow through with any of these threats. Why don't you just calm down and discuss things with us? We're just trying to figure out what this death curse thing is. I told them it was stupid to take your book in the first place.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okie dokie.
See, this is like the mental combat.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's not all
Sweet.
swordplay.
Roll high, you bastard.
And I think
Nope.
you've done a pretty good job. Oh, come on.
These dice, man.
I gotta switch back to analog. I don't trust this.
Yeah, if I were you, where are my dice? Crap, they're still out in the car. I'm not using this stupid program anymore.
You
I'm right.
You creatures of soulless lies. You come here and you attack. Now you want to talk about parlay. Now you want to talk about information. Now you want to talk about this stupid death curse. The
Weren't
hell
you
if I know.
involved in its attack too?
I was not involved. I've been researching it myself.
I told them they should just ask you. I mean, I'm really on record saying they should have just asked you.
She did actually say. Wait, are you still talking through the mind stuff? Would we hear any of this?
Yeah, this is just
Oh,
going. Yeah, this
true.
is going to Aranel.
Oh.
Back to your mind.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind. I'm just waving the book back and forth over the fire.
A more foolish creatures like you couldn't even understand that would take something as powerful as a soulmonger.
A what?
Just
Oh, oh.
talking to a soulmonger to be able to do this kind of stuff.
Do you
And-
have a particular one in mind?
Oh no. In fact, I'm going to give you exactly what you want right now.
Oh dear.
This soulmonger, have not been able to pinpoint it, but it appears to be on the peninsula of Chult, far to the south.
Okay. All right, cool.
So are
And
they
now-
just having an epic stare down and we're kind of just standing there?
Yeah, it's like one of those anime scenes.
And now you die.
Wait, we can't fix the problem if you kill us.
No.
Oh, there's no problem anymore. I kill you, get my book.
Well, I could just give you your book.
Alright, no, you all failed your... You guys rolled horribly. We're in
We
combat.
did.
Hey, don't blame us. Blame Roll20.
I just hope you guys wrote down the stuff I've been saying for the last few minutes.
And
Well, there's always playback.
What? I never watched the show.
all right, so
I
What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna
timestamp.
watch a bunch of nerds on the internet.
are they starting to make aggressive actions toward us?
I I will probably let that pop and be like, yeah, she's pissed.
I hold the book in the fire.
Nope, because we're in order and it is her turn.
Oh, she goes first?
She goes
It's cool,
first.
Thomag. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Then you
She
can talk
holds-
in the fire.
She holds her hand out. The air around it condenses, and this ray of frost is launched.
It's cool,
towards
man.
you.
It's cool. You can do this. I know this spell. You're fine. You're fine. Think warm thoughts.
And remember, you're no longer raging.
Warm
Yes.
thoughts. Warm thoughts. Where'd my character sheet go?
Okay. That's a spell, so that's a whiz. That's a intel. Let's see. Spell. Oh, okay. It's kind of cool. It's a plus 12 to hit, so that should be fine.
What?
9 plus 12, that brings us to 21. Does that hit?
For who?
Who?
I assume me, but yes.
Okay. Man, I need the math.
I'm about to get froze solid. This is too many dice, Bill.
16, 22, 25, one more. 29. 29 points of frost damage.
What? To who?
To me?
Yes.
To who?
To Thomag.
Ooh.
I am not doing well at all.
How much did he just take?
Hmm.
You know, if you're gonna make us roll on this shit-tastic program, you need to be rolling on it too.
I'm doing very, very poorly, friends.
Oh, no.
Okay, fine. Let me roll on this statistic program to see what the difference would have been.
I
Well-
am interested, actually. How much did you deal?
So what's the thing?
A lot.
What's the code? I never roll
You
on
come
this.
over to where the die is here, and you
You
click
can
on
just
it
rate-
once.
/roll
Oh.
however many D and then however
Oh.
many sides.
Or you can just click on the
Oh.
pictures and it does
Or
it
that.
for you.
Or that. You know.
Wow. I've never been using that.
Oh, that's what I use every time. That's why it kind of takes me a second, because you can actually add in your stuff by just clicking on it.
The more you
Prob-
know.
And the other really nice thing is if you scroll down on it, it saves your last 10 rolls. So you can actually just hit re-roll and it re-rolls the last roll that you needed.
Oh, that does help. That is actually pretty helpful.
Yeah. You don't have to remember shit.
Look at us
Oh,
using
no,
the
no, no.
program.
It just rolls low. Like, it's very handy. It just rolls low.
Oh, 4D. Okay. Okay, it does help. 24 points of frost damage.
So which one is it?
We'll use 24.
Oh.
You're welcome.
I'm still very, very bad.
And cold.
Very cold.
And now the Lich is going to try to move closer, basically now into combat range with Thomag to get to the book.
Okay.
Is that considered engaged?
Yes. Which brings
Okay.
us now to the top of the round.
Which is...
Ty. Conveniently, with that question being asked.
Seeing things go down as they have, there's definitely a moment of flight or fight. But knowing that she's after the book, I think I think Ty's going to try and get a shot off.
Okay.
I forget. I think it's that 14.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and then I get the bonus, right?
Yes.
Nice.
You nail her. You take out one eye. One eye is just gone at this point.
My God.
You can see the bolt coming out the back end.
Hmm?
But the other eye is still burning with this hate. But you could see she is barely holding anything together at this point.
All right,
So-
I have a question.
So, yes, it's your turn. So, Aranel, yes.
Would I know if she is immune to fright?
You would assume something this powerful is going to be immune to a lot of things.
That's why I was asking. Okay.
Especially a lot of mind things. Is that your hide roll?
Yeah.
Well, you have a
It's like-
bonfire there, so it's kind of hard to hide in with a bonfire going.
Unless he hides on the other side of the bonfire.
Well, he didn't think about that.
No. He's hiding behind Thomag very, very poorly.
The shadows going. It's a whole thing. So yeah, any of the sort of the mental ones would go poorly. From what you knew, what you've interacted with the undead,
It's
you
not
know
a mental
your
thing.
you know your magic does harm
Oh, that's my
these
thing.
creatures.
All right, is she in touching range?
Me.
Of you can move into touching range. You're maybe only about 10 feet away, so you could move into touching range.
So here's my great plan.
Yes.
And as God, you may yay or nay it. I want to pop necrotic shroud. Okay, this is my action. Okay. She's within 10 feet. Okay.
Yes.
I want to step in front. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I want to step.
So if you can imagine, there's a bonfire. To one side of it is her and Thomag within 5 feet of each other.
Right.
You are behind Thomag.
Okay, I want to step in front of Thomag.
So within that 5 foot gap.
So you're literally like, is there space for her to step in between?
Not
There's
really,
one.
because the Lich she's coming over to grab that book.
Okay, so I'm going to step up next to her. I'm going to pop my necrotic shroud.
Is that your cool wings?
Yeah.
So
However, it causes everyone within 10 feet to make a charisma throw.
That includes me.
Yeah, it includes everybody.
which will be everybody.
A charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Is this a good idea?
Maybe.
Okay.
Of a DC of
Ooh.
12.
Oh, now let me roll it on this machine here. I'll play
Yeah,
fair.
use the stupid machine.
Ooh. Mm.
Nope.
Who rolled the
My
11?
analog roll was a 16.
Go with your analog roll.
I don't know what you guys are complaining about. On the computer, I still rolled a 21.
I don't see your roll. Why isn't your roll showing up?
Because
Probably
it's
because,
GM roll.
yeah,
Yeah.
GM
GM
stuff
roll.
hidden.
Those at home can watch my rolls. They can keep me honest.
It's yeah.
Wait, so who rolled the 13 then? Oh, I see.
So what was the DC on that?
12. So I scared my party members away.
Your party
Good job.
failed. Your party failed, and the
Thomag, you're dying anyway.
the
What's
creature
the
passed.
effect? I had a plan. What's
The
the
creature
effect?
passed.
Oh, because you're gonna take the book with you too. Oh.
I
It
wasn't
only
going to take
lasts-
the book anywhere.
No, you've got the book. You can still take it with you.
I don't want to take the book with me.
Straight to hell.
It's going straight in the fucking fire. Pardon my language.
Well, that's fine. But I really wanted that book.
All right, so go ahead and what damage do they suffer? I mean, is there any damage suffered for?
No, there's no damage. It's just they're frightened of me.
I don't know what that means.
Exactly.
So does that mean that I have to back away?
Yes. You can't be near her. You need to.
What
move.
are the effects of the spell exactly?
What is? It's
I
not a
thought
spell.
I thought there was a damage associated with it.
While I have this form, I have an extra 5 points of necrotic damage anytime I attack.
Okay.
Wait, why would you want necrotic damage though?
Because it will hurt her.
I
It won't
thought,
hurt her.
I thought, yeah, undead.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all I got, guys.
No, there's always one. There's always the one fallback.
Oh,
Fire?
Eldritch Blast. Well, that was
Do you
why I
have
was
any-
wondering if she was in touching range. If I can touch her, do I need to roll to hit?
You kind of do still. Okay. Thomag, you're barely standing. You're all of a sudden even more frightened of Aranel than you normally are.
Which is not very much, I would assume.
Generally speaking, no.
And
I was
you
gonna
have
say.
and you have this lich like coming at you.
All right.
She's trying. She wants to get that book from you.
Do I have to move before I do anything else?
No.
What does
Or I just
what does
can't
frighten
move
do?
closer.
You just can't act against me, I think.
I think I can't move closer to you.
You can't move closer. Yeah, with her
But I don't
stepping in
have to-
between. But
But I
you
don't
still
have
are.
to back away.
You are still within combat range. You don't
Okay,
necessarily have to combat. You can do your action, and then you're going to want to be compelled to move away.
So it literally didn't really do anything to people
No,
who
it
failed.
it hurt. It's hurting your party.
Yeah. Because if you are within, if I move away or she moves away and you stay close to her, I can't get closer to her, and I am a
Mm,
melee person. Okay,
but you have no hit points. I'm trying to help.
I have a plan. Okay, so we know that she is very, very hurt, and I still have the book in my hand over the fire, correct? What kind of action would it be to just drop the book?
That would
Would
be
that
your
be-
total. That would be your total action.
That would be a total action to just let go of something?
That is taking a book, like opening a door is an action, or picking up a box is an action.
Is it picking up an item a free action though?
No. You are thinking like 4E or something like that, or 3E.
Everything's an action.
Everything's an action.
Sneezing.
Ooh.
There's a
Except
lot of-
parlay.
There's a lot of freedom in this thing, but taking actions is not one. They're very strict, which is why mascot is now tied into
Yeah.
Aranel.
Mm,
But it also allows them to gain point, allows them to go up in level, so.
what?
And that's for mascot. Never mind. You keep going.
Yeah, not you.
I guess my action is going to be to throw the book in the fire and then rage. Because that's the only thing I can do is... Oh, wait, hold on.
If he rages, does he ignore my fear?
That is a different path. Oh, but I can do a hurt healing word. So
That's
I'm
what I was
going-
gonna say.
Can you healing word yourself?
Yes.
But isn't rage a bonus action?
Rage is a bonus action, so it's either I rage or I do the bonus action to healing word.
Right. You can only do one.
Either way, I'm dropping the book in the fire.
Okay.
And then I think I'm screwed either way. I'm gonna just go ahead and do the healing word then.
Okay. What type of heals you're gonna get it?
The 1d4 plus 1. Three.
Okay. So you've done that now. Are you going to move any?
Is the Lich within?
Oh, Lich
striking
is in striking range, so she would have an attack of opportunity.
Then no. So the book is in the fire, and I have healed myself.
The moment you throw that book in the fire, she screams in rage. This loud scream that just overtakes all the noise on the battlefield. And she dives right into that bonfire. What's
she takes 1d8.
Roll it.
No, 2d8. 2d8.
Roll it.
It's 2d8 flat. She takes 10 fire.
Is she on fire?
As if you collected...
Because that would be pretty cool.
Collected a bunch of cobwebs and threw them into a campfire. This sizzle, poof, of her sort of the remainder of her exterior, whatever skin was left in her clothing, instantly just pop away. And you see this sort of bony, skeletal creature kneeling, reaching down to this book, which is just burning flesh. At this point, the book looks like it's a bacon book. At this point, and she's cradling this thing. You see the skeleton at this point, just cradling this book in her arms.
Wait.
And falls over.
Is I think.
Can you?
Okay, wait. I just cut out. Can you summarize what just happened?
She nosedived into the bonfire to get her book back. Burnt up because liches are not immune to fire damage, and just went poof.
Is the book still burning?
Book is still burning because she went into the middle and she's on top of it. And the book's been burning now for a round, so the book's been in there for at least 6 to 8 seconds.
All right, can Ty react to...
Well, there's a bonfire. It's now in the middle of a bonfire.
Can Ty react to kick it?
It's a 10-foot by 10-foot area.
You can take
the fire out.
Why?
Because I want the book.
I don't want it.
I do.
That's okay. I don't want it. You can try to convince me, but Thomag is part of the natural world.
Ty is going to point at it and say "Ray of Frost" or something.
Thomag just steps back.
Damn it! I want that book.
Ty is going to look at Aranel.
Would Ray of Frost work?
You don't want that book. That's bad juju.
It wouldn't.
Bad juju.
It would most likely damage the book, and it's not enough to put out a bonfire. If it was a campfire, maybe. But a bonfire is a slightly bigger...
Why am I thinking this? Mage hands. Just gonna mage hand it. You picked it up once before.
Does the mage tam take damage?
No, we established that. We established that with the electricity.
So I couldn't hear any of that. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
That's how we got the book the first place.
Got it. All right.
Going to mage hand the book out of the fire.
Okay. You get it back. It is still on fire when it comes out.
I can pat that out now.
Okay. It is severely damaged. So severely damaged, you will have to wait till next time to see what, if any, spells are still remaining in that book. It is nowhere near the total number of spells that were originally in that book.
You don't want that book.
I did want this book.
Don't want that book. It's a bad book.
You know what? I'm still going to
Bad.
translate this book.
It's a bad book. You don't want that book.
I'm going to recopy this book. Not.
I'm going
on
to get rid of that
Inkscape.
book eventually.
I mean, yes, you can get rid of it once I've copied all the spells out of it.
All
No,
the spells?
how about you give it to me and I'll get rid of it for you guys?
How about we just put it back in the fire?
How about you not touch the book and let me deal with it because I'm the one who casts spells? Phoebe McPheverson.
If you're allowed to get some kind of bonus out of the book, I don't see why I can't either.
Well, because I'm a magic user.
So-
yeah, and I'm somebody who sells rare books, so
And I'm
Oh, so
someone
you're
who
not going to
writes
sell
the
it. If
natural
anything,
world.
we'll find some place to put it on display where
At this
everybody
point,
can learn.
while you
Like a
while
library?
you three are arguing over this book, you hear this sack of coins being bounced in someone's hands.
Yes.
So Ty is, of course, triggered.
Thomag is also triggered.
And it's
Hello.
Ramala.
Yes.
I'm going to
sort of
stash the book
using-
while they're both distracted by coins.
So it's Ramala, a Haven Tree, sort of leaning against a tree and going, I believe that book is part of your contract. As she's bouncing this bag of coin in her hand.
I don't remember that.
We got the information.
Yeah, we got what you wanted. The book was just to help you get it. We got that for you.
No. I was part of the extra 100.
No, speedy
No?
delivery was part of the extra 100.
Well, we have the information now.
No, I have the information. I still haven't told anybody anything.
It's true.
Hot damn. Nice play.
That's a good play.
Roll a perception check.
She's gonna beat my ass.
Wait, who is this now?
Or
The
no,
big-
actually, all three you can roll a perception check.
Perception.
She gonna beat
Perception.
all our asses. Here's perception.
But anyway, who just approached us with the coins?
This is the head of the Harpers, the one who's hired you, the one who's the
Who
head
is-
of the band of fighters, the one who you are currently under contract for.
Who
with.
only
Didn't-
just recently returned to consciousness.
I was gonna say, I thought she got completely
Yeah,
destroyed.
No,
When
no,
did
she
she
was
wake
knocked
up?
unconscious.
Yeah.
You must have awoken sometime during the battle or your confrontation.
You said perception?
Perception check.
So that's the wisdom, right? Wait, that's a skill. Duh. I suck at this game, I swear.
Mm,
Here I am going. Wow.
Time, Thursday, October 31st.
Dang.
10 p.m.
dang.
Are we oblivious to our own danger?
I guess 12? Did it roll twice? 12 was my first one.
All right. No, you're oblivious to a tiny little halfling who's been drawing a circle around you.
I rolled a
On the ground.
14.
You're oblivious
No.
to a tiny little halfling rolling around your feet,
What about
Which is why I don't trust them.
mascot?
drawing a
You-
circle to the ground. You see a
Roll
flash
for
of blue.
mascot.
You
What
see a
about
flash.
mascot?
You see a flash of blue light, and you find yourself now back in Baldur's Gate,
With the book.
in the parlor of Syndra Sylvain.
I still have the book.
I am glad to see your mission was successful. I am also glad to know that Chult is our next destination.
Wait, what?
How does she know that?
Yeah, how does she know that?
We have made an extra information. Please, I'm sure you're tired. You can wash up, but soon we must leave for Chult.
How did
And that's where we're going to leave it.
Wait. There's so many unanswered questions.
I know. I don't know how she got the information. I'm
Yeah, 'cause
sorry.
no one told her?
Sorry,
No checks were rolled.
guys.
Are we getting our money?
Jeez.
We
They
did what
just stole information out of our heads, and you're worried about money?
I don't know if they did.
It's a win-win situation, to be perfectly honest. I mean, we're getting exactly what we were contracted for.
Yeah, but I want to keep the book.
Well, you should have expressed that at the get-go. They're offering us an extra 100 per, right?
No,
It was an extra
that was
100
just to
total.
deliver.
To deliver
Yeah.
the book, that way it would be an even 200 gold for everybody, each person.
There you go. Give them the book, 200 gold each. That's exactly what we discussed. You're the one
Yeah.
deviating from the plan.
Yeah,
I know.
that's what she
Really
was
good book.
fully ready to do. Trust me, I'm sitting here going, "Oh, we're going to end at 9:15. You guys are cruising through this. You got the book, the final confrontation. Even if you decide to fight the Lich, which would be the dumbest thing to do,
We didn't decide to fight the Lich.
you
We
just
got
rolled
forced-
barely bad,
We got
rolled very
forced
poorly.
into that one. We tried our damnedest to not fight the Lich.
She only had 10 hit points, and for the longest time, she only had 1 hit point.
She was still pretty badass with 1 hit point.
She was basically the equivalent of a level 18. She
Hey.
had just been... I was pulling back. I forgot on the... I didn't add the bonus to spell damage.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Well, that's
So I would have been down. In which case, the book would have dropped in the fire regardless.
That's fair. It's kind of like a dead man switch.
Yeah, I was holding it like directly over the flames the whole time. Oh.
What's the bonus to damage on spellcasting?
Because if it just
Let's see
drops
that.
you, you're still
Intelligence.
fine because I can bring you back to 1 hit point. You'll be fine.
Unless it's half my total.
Yeah, it was a plus
Pass.
12. It was a plus 12 to damage.
Ow.
So I wouldn't have been straight dead, but I
So it
would
would have
have
been
been
30. It would have been 36 points.
I would have been down.
Oh, and the Lich, it's resistant to necrotic damage. It's undead.
Yeah, it's undead.
They're kind of necrotic is kind of their thing.
I was trying to save Thomag.
All you did was spook me.
Well, I was kind of hoping I'd spook her because I was kind of hoping these dice would roll badly, but apparently that doesn't roll bad for GMs.
Spooky things are hard to spook.
I call shenanigans on the algorithm. Bringing my own dice next time.
Even
I
if
will
I
agree with this.
even if I failed it, Liches are immune to fright.
Like dragons also, I think.
Yeah.
I asked you.
Well, you're still. I gave you some hints. I say it has some resistance to some of the mental spells.
It wasn't a mental spell.
That is a mental spell.
It's not a spell.
Right is a mental
Affliction.
status. Yeah.
It's not a spell.
So anyway, thank you all for watching. We hope this was enjoyable. I'm pretty sure everyone is going to be watching this on delay because they all decided, hey, it's Halloween. I got something cool to do. Well,
Yeah.
we're here to entertain you. That's what we think is cool.
Because we're nerds.
Nerds.
I think this is a great way to spend Halloween. Well, I mean, even if it's just us playing the game.
Well, we're under a
until next
flood
time.
advisory plus like thunderstorm, so
And
Mm.
tornado
So-
watch.
And that's
yeah,
it.
you're under a tornado watch. So actually, this is the best place for us to be.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Tornado watch I think was over about an hour ago.
All right.
Oh,
Well, happy Halloween. Go look for us online and all the places at ArchaeoRPG. And until next time, maybe we'll finally get to say welcome to the jungle, which has nothing related to any songs. Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
Definitely
All right.
not.
Bye.